Hi guys, I'm Lofter and welcome back to your guide for getting every character in 100 Heroes. I immediately want to start off with Milana. I mentioned using her in the last video to get Reyna, then I totally did not tell you where to get her. I apologize for that. And it's the reason I'm scripting this video a bit to help me keep my thoughts in order. Milana can be gotten in your base once you recruit code L and upgrade the rune shop to tier 2. That way it sells rune shards. Once you do that, she'll be waiting on you beside code L in your base. She's an incredible mage, pretty OP, at least at the point of the game I'm at, plus she's dark and spooky and quirky, so I feel like tons of people want to use her. Now then, I want to set you up for success. So go to the inn in your base and you'll see a chef near the check-in counter. And talking to them will initiate a scene and a new minigame. This minigame is pretty unintuitive. From what I've been told and experienced, the best way to win these is by having your appetizer be an omelet and your dessert be coconut milk. The entree, you'll want to try to hit at least one person's favorite food. The judge usually gives you a hint as to what it is, such as they love sweets or spicy things. You'll have to experiment to figure it out, but my success rate is pretty high just following those rules. You'll want to do this because there's a character tied to the little mini-game and storyline here, and you can only do one part of the event every 10 minutes, meaning if you just stand there and wait on the respawns and don't fail a single time, it'll still take you over 2 real-life hours to finish it. So hang tight, visit as often as you can, and you will get a new recruit, which I will introduce in a later episode. Next up is an easy pickup. If you have been keeping up with my guide, you recruited Fume already. Back in Defon, on the southwest side of town, you'll see a large boy with glasses named Enoe. Talk to him for a free recruit. After that, you can go to the inn in Edelweiss and pick up Laurla for free, basically. To recruit her, you need to have had a great success in a dispatch mission in your home base, which is a function your home base has that's right behind the upgrade counter. It isn't too difficult to accomplish that, and when you do, Laurla will join you by talking to her. Afterwards is Quinn, which can be found in the town just after you get your boat in with the Shiarks. You'll see her in a cutscene and she'll head east. Go talk to her and she'll tell you about a primal lens and ask for your help. Agree, go find her down at the docks and head to the new dungeon. This is where you can make your money. Hopefully you still have that lucky charm from the seaside cavern on someone, which increases enemy drop rates. In this area, there's these worms that can spawn in most formations, including one where there's 6 of them. Defeating them has a chance to net you an antique coin, either gold or imperial gold, which sells for 5 or 10k respectively. I used this area to level up for Reyna, and by the time I figured out how to beat her and leveled up characters I had tried, I had over 400,000 gold, or bagels, which is not only enough for the character I mentioned in the last video, but easily enough to get another high cost character I'll talk about in just a moment. The dungeon itself isn't too tough. You have to track down the boss 3 times and there's plenty of treasure about. For the boss itself, it uses some pretty powerful earth magic, so prepare for that. Otherwise, it's not too bad. Defeating it the 3rd time will net you Quinn as a permanent member of your party. Back in the same town, Sadler can be found. You might have gotten him before Quinn. You had to beat him in a pretty easy army battle, but otherwise he's a free pickup. This is your first battle where you have to set up your own army, so take the time to learn people's skills and powers so you'll be prepared for the future. Now, we want to head to the card shop in your base. In order to do this, you'll need a good bit of money, at least 40,000 bagels, which you know how to get it. First, make sure your card shop is at least level 2 so you can buy the extra pack 1, then head to the card shop in your home base. Once there, start buying cards. Buy all the starter cards, then once you feel you depleted that pool, start on the extra packs. My strategy was to count packs. If I hadn't gotten a new card within 5 packs, which is indicated by the little blue bubble on the top left of a card, if it has that blue bubble, it's new. Once I'd gotten through to that little end of that 5-pack spree with no new units, I would check to see how far I was. I only had to do that once because the strategy worked perfectly. I got all the starter cards and then switched to the same strategy on the extra pack 1. Once you own 120 or more cards, Shixeen will appear nearby and you can challenge her to a match. Win it and she's yours. You can see kind of how I play this here. The game isn't too complicated, but if you're not used to these sort of card games, they can be tough. Just pay attention to your card effects and try to get as many boosts and matches as you can. As a hint or a tip, VP equals victory points. which is what you need to win. For instance, if you play a card that gives you 2 victory points on the area that has 3 victory points already shown, and you win that area, you will increase your yield by 5 total. I hope that made sense. Good luck. Once you get to the end of Noah's scenario for this part of the game, you'll get 2 shark people for free, and you can get another one, however, back at the docks. Talk to Scarlet and she'll make you do the racing minigame again, beat the time, and she'll join up. I have no advice for this, just go fast. If you lose, go faster. After you finish the desert, you'll be forced to change scenarios for a little bit of time. All said and done, you'll get 3 new recruits during that scenario, and we'll see a potential 4th. That 4th is Clarke, which A, you'll need Noah to be able to recruit, and B, you'll also need the script, the Star-Crossed Lovers. This can be found in the item shop in the same town he's actually located in. It's a rare drop though, so you may have to check back once or twice. Once the script pops up, purchase it, talk to Clarke, and you'll be able to open up your very own theater. Lastly, head back to the east side of Sharktown and pick up Cabana. It's another free pickup, and Cabana will open up your hot spring for you. I think you have to finish Chapter 4 in order to have them appear. I didn't see them before that. And that's all for the units up until the end of Chapter 4 I found. Next episode, we'll start collecting characters for Chapter 5 and hopefully pick up any that we may have missed along the way. Stay tuned for that, and thanks for joining me on this wonderful game. One last reminder that on April 30th, my gaming news show / podcast will be dropping here on the channel, and I hope you'll tune in and enjoy it. As always, likes, comments, subscriptions help out a bunch, and I will see you in the next one. Deuces, dummies.